is. So my name is Birgir Birgisson and I'm from Iceland. Been here all my life, more or less. I am the chairman of the largest cyclist association in Iceland called race-aventure. And in that context, I've been arranging several different events and rides. And our ride, the Cyclothon 2022, is one of them. This cyclothon happens in Iceland. There are others around the world, but this is ours. Started back in 2012 as the VOW cyclothon. This year they decided not to run it, which is probably some sort of a consequence of COVID and diminishing participation. So I called the guy and said, hey, I want to do something. Is it okay? And he just gave me all of the planning papers and said, yeah, go ahead. The fact that I've already done it 3 times with different teams, so being the organizer of the team, putting together a group, planning for, having food available, planning for fuel stops, having a car or trailer, building a trailer, doing all of the prep work. It meant I had all the equipment there. So the only thing I needed to do was to get together a group. In November 2021, I was contacted by a person from the US saying, oh, I want to do the cyclothon.
My name is Kevin Meldo. I'm originally from South Africa, but I live in the USA. So I just reached out to like 5 different people, and Birgir was the only guy that replied and was like, yeah, come, let's start speaking, and here we are 8 months later.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say that Kevin was the reason we started and began seriously to think about doing this. And then later on, another person came to me and said, oh, I want to join as well. And so one by one, the group grew bigger.
Okay, my name is Geoffrey Lecourtois. I come from Paris, France. I love cycling.
My name is Hannah Katrina Oliveira Doble. I'm from the Philippines. I've been living in Iceland since 2016 and been cycling, honestly, for just a few months.
I'm Anna Sigga. I live in Reykjavik and I'm a cyclist. I love that too. And my boys.
My name is Dagmar Kristinsdóttir and I live in Reykjavik, Iceland. And I'm married to Birgir Birgisson, the team leader.
And in the end, we had a group of 8 people ready to ride, plus a couple of people in support, and that's all we needed. So the plan was set.
Still works. Okay.
The start was a little bit hectic because we were preparing up until the last moment and we had a little bit of bad weather, which sort of set us a little bit off what we had planned. But still, it went well.
Yeah. Ew.
We took off almost at exactly the time we wanted. We started riding out of Reykjavik. We had some fellow cyclists come and help us get off the starting line and start the trip. Starting off on a 1,400-kilometer ride on your own as a single cyclist can be really depressing. So having some people there that escort you, show you the way, they give you a pep talk on their bikes and they say, okay, see you at the end. And they actually also came and received us when we came back to Reykjavik, but we'll talk more about that later.
When we got to Hvalfjörður, that is the well, at the beginning of the road around Iceland. It's a rough area, yeah. We have a lot of hills. It's always windy, almost always windy.
Allt góðu? Gott? Við ætlum að fara fram fyrir Jeffrey kemur. Við þurfum að fara langt. Þú ferð svo hratt.
The sequence is this one. The person on the bicycle says, "Man, I want to change. I'm feeling tired." Or we can see him getting tired. Then the bus overtakes the cyclist, and we leave him some space and for us some time to prepare. So we need to open that rear door, get the bicycle outside and the bicyclists, of course, and then get ready and then relay.
Yeah, guys. Yeah, some headwind. Yeah, we'll see. But I don't like that.
It's downhill at least, that's something.
Yeah, actually, yes. So no rain, downhill, a bit of wind for sure, facing. But yeah, I'm good. I feel good, so should be fine.
Oh, yeah, how are you? Fine, this was fun.
Nice. Are you cold?
No, not really, but I'm wet. I will be cold soon, I think.
Just before we set off, like a couple of hours before we set off, I was just so thankful that it had all come together that I wasn't really worried about what would come next. Pretty early on, actually, we had an issue with the van. We had the check engine light come on, which is usually bad news, which means you have to give it proper attention right away.
No, that's okay. It's not even warm. So, power down and try again. Yes, I'm a little bit worried. I'm not worried that it's gonna like break down or something. I think this is a software issue with the engine management system because we've been having some weird issues. So we're gonna check the oil, we're gonna check the water, make sure it's not overheating or anything like that. And if we can't find a problem, then it's a software thing. Áttu bara að taka fram úr.
Núna.
How's it going?
It's going good. Smooth ride for me.
Are you anxious to go?
Yeah, it's pretty cool so far, but I haven't ridden yet, so who knows?
Are you going next?
Is it me?
Easy. Okay, stop rolling, stop rolling, stop rolling. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Go, go.
It's so windy. After doing this really hilly, difficult road, windy, then when we come out of Hvalfjörður, it's this beautiful sunset. It was really nice.
Yes, yes, yes. Dude, so we're coming up this hill and the sun, I don't know what it does. The sun kind of, it's like it draws a straight line in the mountain. And I just remember thinking, like, I'm gonna definitely come back here when I've got some time and just camp out here because it's so beautiful and so majestic. Like you just look like, and I remember taking out my phone and taking pictures. Like, this is not going to do this any justice.
Dude, what a ride! It was like I was coming around this corner, the sun was in my face, I had the music going.
Yeah, so we went through that fjord. I love this fjord, by the way. And we arrived in Borgarnes, where the wind was terrible, like very fast with wind gusts.
We stopped in a roadside tank station. There we sort of laid the plans for what was to come. You could feel the wind underneath the mountain we just passed. Yeah, it's far too strong to do this. Yeah, you know, going against it is just crazy, but coming back with as a tailwind is almost equally good. Yeah. So instead, I propose that we drive a little bit further up on Route 1, so we get away from the towns. And once we are away from the towns, we can see what is the traffic situation like. We might get some shelter. It's going to be a little less wind as we get north. How far we need to go for it to be safe, who knows? And that's the key word.
Safety.
You know, if you feel you're getting too tired to drive, you have to raise your hand and say, okay, this is not safe anymore, we need to do something. And then we can have a short meeting again and figure out, okay, how are we going to play it?
We cycled up to a point where it was really windy, really cold as well. And then we stayed at some point. And then I went to sleep.
Good morning. Cheers.
Almost 400 kilometers later, it was headwind all the way. And at points it was really strong.
We had this challenge with the wind that it was a bit cold, so of course the landscape was beautiful and I really enjoyed it, but I was aware of the challenges.
Morning. How'd it go?
Fine. Fine. I only slept 2 hours this night, so I'm doing great.
When you got to Akureyri, there were a couple of interesting things that happened.
It's really special for me to enter Akureyri whatsoever, I mean, always. But it was so great this time. I loved it. It's like we rode together, the few of us rode together into Akureyri, through the town, and at Hof, the concert hall of Akureyri, my oldest son was waiting for us.
Fingers are cold?
Figure out. Yes. You don't want to see. They are really cold. Yeah. I cannot do anything anymore with my fingertips. Like typing would be hard. Also, fastening the bikes on the trailer, I cannot do that anymore. It's like aching a lot.
Yeah, it was also a fun ride, but I must be honest, I was really tired at that time also. But I still was pushing myself.
It's about 70 kilometers from Akureyri to Miva.
you know, Mývatn is just one of my favorite places. It's just so wonderful, all the colors and the formation in the nature, and it's just beautiful.
The weather was getting better, it was getting a little bit warmer, less windy, but there was another issue that was quite critical at Mývatn. This is a narrow road, it's quite it's winding in between hills, so you never get a good view of what is ahead or what is behind you. You don't get a view of the distance. And while we were riding the van through this landscape, we came to a point where we were questioning ourselves. Where is our cyclist?
Turn around. I'm gonna drive. Okay, we had a minor crisis. We were busy making plans for the next shift in the bus, and we passed our cyclist without really noticing, and we went on ahead too far. So we were just about to turn around, and now we can see her approaching in the distance. There's a car behind her, and yeah, this is gonna cost at least 2 ice creams that we are gonna donate to Anasika as an apology. This is not good.
I rode for quite a time before they realized that I was behind them. And then I finally saw the car, and Birgir was like, I'm so sorry. But it was okay, I liked it.
Hi. Ekki gott að sjá það brosandi. Við fengum algjört sjokk.
Já.
Allt í einu af því að...
Right after we found Anasika again and brought her with us, we came to the small village of Reykjahlíð, close to Mývatn. And there's a small fish and chips restaurant there, which is so small that only 6 people can be in there at any given time, standing up. There are no chairs.
There was a shop there? Yeah, next door. Okay.
You're not getting fish and chips?
Coffee. No, I'm good.
We went through a geothermal area and a small mountain pass.
And it smelled bad, but it was nice because you drove through this like fog, and then you're right near this like hot spring in the middle of Iceland. It was kind of in the morning, and tourists were starting to come in, and they were looking at me on my bike, and I remember just having this strange interaction, like, what are you doing in the middle of like nowhere on a bike? 'Cause I'm not sure where the support vehicle was, so they didn't see that there was a trailer with other bikes. They just saw this weird guy on a bike with Lycra. And I'm sure they had a lot of questions like, how did you get here? We're like in the middle of nowhere. Like, what are you doing?
And then we come down to the plains that are called Möðrudalsöræfi. This is an area where nothing happens for like 170 kilometers. Same view, a few mountains in the distance, but otherwise just lava fields and black sand. We were approaching Eilstaðir quite rapidly, actually, and the weather was getting better and better, so we were all quite happy.
There's very little of mountains left. So now we're going to use the tailwind, we're going to use the flow we have. We've gotten into the rhythm, we are good at changing and making sure the bikes are, we are good at this now. Now we go for it.
Yeah, experienced.
So, go team!
Yeah!
I got a reply.
I remember that we arrived at the sea level, basically, and that was we saw a valley, and I think that was a fjord here. That was a beautiful moment, very peaceful, very peaceful. Yeah.
It was getting late. This is, if I remember correctly, we're getting to like 9 or 10 p.m. on the second day.
This is the best thing for cyclists in Iceland, to ride in the middle of the night. It's often really calm weather in the night. Everything, I mean, it's bright daylight and no traffic.
I really had so much fun in that area because there was not much wind, the roads are flat, there's a lot of downhill, and yeah, it was a great experience. I didn't want to stop.
Yeah, then we arrived at Jökulsárlón in beautiful weather, and it's a beautiful spot.
Sure, thank you.
And I wasn't expecting it. I remember Birgir had told me about these icebergs. I was like, all right, whatever. But when I saw it, it was insane. I was like, holy crap, like here I am in this country, like, and I'm cycling next to an iceberg. How many people get to do that in their lives,
Mér finnst gaman að geta gert þetta mest sjálf á hjólinu.
I think it was early morning when we hit the south coast. And people will start to come alive again. I got this renewed kind of energy, and it was like, all right, we're close now.
Jeffrey, be careful, stay on the right hand side.
Kjóladama! Woohoo!
Legs are so tired since yesterday.
Yeah.
And sitting all day and then start riding in the wind on full blast. Next shift will be easier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Já, ok.
Já, en svo býr náttúrulega sko Sandra systir mín og fjölskylda hennar.
Skulum koma aftur fyrir hún.
And from Hvalfjörður, we were riding in good weather, good wind conditions. Traffic was picking up, getting quite heavy. But when you get closer to the more populated area, you have more of a shoulder on the road to ride on. So conditions were good and we kept going.
How did Kevin convince you to come with him?
I think like any crazy adventure, I'm up for it. A new place, I'm always up for it. I think who doesn't want to go to Iceland for any reason, right? True.
Yes, at some point we arrived to Hafnarfjörður. So the really end of, basically the last step of before entering into Reykjavik. And Kevin was cycling, and he was having a hard time facing the wind.
Yeah, that was fucking peachy.
Two guys, Hartmann and Einar, they came there and they rode with us for the last part.
Oh, that was good. It was good that they came, you know, we really needed that.
Everybody got out on their bikes and we finished all together for the last few kilometers.
I'm so happy that I did it. It has been great.
I'd like to move to Iceland. I mean, for many reasons. The shitty weather.
Jeffrey kept on saying, "Are you okay, Hannah? Are you okay?" And yeah, I'm okay. But I was actually dying at the time.
I'm tired. T-I-R-E.
I didn't think you would.
We were approaching Hafnarfjörður, which is normally the end spot for the cyclotron. But this time around we did it a little bit differently. We wanted to create what is called a critical mass ride in Reykjavik. This is when a group of people ride in traffic, taking the space they need to stay safe. And we wanted to connect our cyclotron ride to this happening. So what we did was gather a group of people at the edge of town in Hafnarfjörður. We went riding up on the freeway of Reykjanesbraut and all the way through the city.
Okay.
When we got through the city down to the downtown area, we went in front of the main police station in Reykjavik, where we had, a little bit of a protest. So yeah, this ride through the city ended by the police station, or at least paused there, where we were ringing our bicycle bells for like a minute instead of a minute's silence, and trying to sort of awake people to this debate about cyclist safety in traffic, because many of us feel that the police has not been doing enough to create awareness. Down to the downtown area at Lækjartorg and went into a place called Kolaþorpið or Hafnaþorp.
This is nice.
Very nice. Hi.
We stopped, had a few sodas, and a couple of us had a few beers to celebrate the end of the ride. And we were all really happy to have finished the ride without injuries, without any big incidents. I think the last 48 hours, well, 50 maybe now, show that if you're determined, if you're positive, if you give the opportunity a chance, anything can happen. And when you get no sleep for, what was it, 36 hours or something? Yeah, no comment. So we have a good group. We are sort of the odd bunch in a way. So yeah, cool. Cheers to cool runnings. Cool runnings. Great. I saw a pattern that I've seen many times before in this event, which told me that although many in our groups were complete beginners in this context, and some of us even just beginners in cycling at all, we came to the same point of coming together as a group, tackling the challenge, doing it, succeeding, and in the end, in the final hours, we were behaving like any other cyclone team I've been on. So, you know, real coming of age kind of thing.
I mean, I think I have friends after this trip. I think I gained friends because you get to know people better on the way, and I think we will stay in touch, and ride together. I think so. It's really good to have friends. Yeah, I would do it again immediately. Not a question.
Yes, I would definitely do that.
I would do it again, and I would love to do it with you guys again.
Oh yeah, I'm ready to sign up for next year. Where?
Yeah, definitely. I would.
Definitely. I would do it tomorrow if I could, but I need to wait for next summer, which is good because I need to get in better shape actually.
Yes.
I feel okay. I'm excited now. So I think that's keeping me going.
Okay, I think I'm almost on time.
checking your glasses keep flying down a little bit. So
Yeah.
still...
I think maybe an elastic or tape or something might
I have
help.
tape with me actually.
Yeah,
You want some
let's
tape?
put tape on the back, yeah.
I've never taped someone's glasses on their head before.
I have. Remember? I told you.
Oh, you did actually, yeah, that's true.
This is great.
Stick enough, yeah, okay.
I might do this permanently.